It's like I know what I'm talking about. Not bad. Just for you, Jimu.
Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids. Today we got Barker hitting the lanes with 2 urethane pieces. He's got his favorite purple hammer, and he's also got the new Radical double cross. I'm very excited for this video myself because I do have a purple hammer. At least I've never drilled a urethane ball that hooked this much, and I'm very excited to see what this ball will do in comparison. They both have very similar cover stocks. The difference being is that the cover on the double cross is slightly harder, which is going to make it a little bit weaker. However, the core in the double cross is a little bit stronger. It has a lower RG, meaning it's going to be a little quicker rolling, and a higher differential, meaning it's going to flare a little bit more. The core in this ball actually reminds me a lot of the Magnitude 035, one of my favorite balls. So we're mixing it up this time with no house shot because it's urethane. Who used urethane on a house shot? Comment below. Please rip me apart. But yeah, we're going to be bowling on a 36-foot challenge pattern as well as a 39-foot middle road. Both patterns are going to have a ton of back end, especially in this house with a lot of head oil. So these balls should look great. And this is really going to play into Ryan's wheelhouse. He plays a 5. An interesting difference between these two bowling balls is that the purple hammer is a 2-piece bowling ball, meaning it's just cover stock and core. The double cross here is more like most other balls in the market in that it's got cover stock, filler material, in this case dynamic core, and an inner core. For exclusive perks and special offers, hit the join button below to become a member of this channel. Let's get him out on the lanes and see what happens.
Hey guys, Barks is back after a long layover. We got the brand new Radical double cross. Now the double cross is the first Radical urethane ball. After years of saying they wouldn't do it, for them to introduce it, it's got to be pretty good. But let's see how it does on the lane here. So we're on middle road, it's 39 feet. The back ends are real clean, so urethane actually might be in play today. Stand about 20, get it out to about 5. Not my best shot to start off the video, but I did roll the 3 forward, so I always like seeing that. I think I'll move a little bit left, move a couple left. See if I can get it to face up a little bit nicer. Just for you, Jimu. Pretty good shot there. Now to me that looks pretty clean through the front, but it's not super angular off the back. It's more like a black hammer to my eye. So let's play the same line with a purple hammer. The same layout and see how these two compare against each other. Now the purple hammer is like the standard for urethane. As you saw in our last video, Mitch said this is the ball that's really changed the game. You can really see why. I mean, so many people throw it. People who don't like urethane like this ball. So let's play the same line and see what kind of different motion. This usually finishes a little bit harder for me, so I think that's what we'll see here. There you go. It's a 6-8 on a pretty good shot. All right, so off of that, I'm gonna move 2 and 1 right. I think that should face up the right way. This ball is just so strong. That's a pretty good shot. Just a little bit light in the pocket there. Pretty close. Apologies for my gruff sounding voice. I'm just getting over a cold, so I don't know, maybe some people like it, I have no idea. Same line, I'm just gonna slow it down a little bit. That was maybe a little bit quick. Yeah, good mix on that one. Yeah, that ball just stands up a little bit more and just finishes a bit harder. I'm gonna switch back to the double cross. Same line as the purple hammer I just struck with. And we'll see if this one even makes the pocket. I doubt it will, but find out. Might have to keep it real slow. We'll try. That was a bad rack. A little weak 7 there. All right, one more good one. Yeah, pretty good shot there. Just didn't quite make it up the hill and left a 3-pin. So you can see a little bit of difference. Even in 2 pearl urethane balls, you're getting quite a bit of difference down lane in how they react. That's enough here on 39-foot middle road. Let's move over to Pegasus, 36 feet. All right, question time with Barks. Now, if you watched our interview with Mitch, he talked about the importance of having urethane being a strong part of your bowling game. Now, with all the urethane balls that are on the market, do you feel like you're at a disadvantage if you don't have urethane in your bag? And if you do have urethane, was it a difficult adjustment for you? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, so we saw what these could do on a 39-foot pattern. We're on a 36-foot pattern now, Pegasus. It's 4-1, so it's a little more difficult, a little tighter, less room to miss. But 36 feet, shorter patterns are usually better for urethane balls. So let's see how these two stack up. All right, not a bad shot, maybe a little bit quick. Ball didn't quite have enough time to come around the corner. That line looks pretty good. Just gonna slow it down a hair. Still a better shot here. I think I'm pretty close. That's a little better. For a urethane ball, that's pretty clean through the front part of the lane. Now these two balls actually have the same urethane base cover stock. The cover on this one's just a little bit harder. So that's gonna get the ball through the front part of the lane, but without digging in so much. Threw a pretty good shot there. I'm gonna move a couple right and slow it down a hair. See how much I can get this one to shape. Just a little too flat for that far in on the pattern. I think if I throw the purple in the same spot, it'll make the corner and I'll hit the pocket. So let's give that a try. This one should make it. I missed a little bit left there. I still made it back. I rolled the 3. Not bad. It's nice to see that. It's promising, but I'll throw a better shot here. A little bit more up the lane. Ooh, good shot. Just a little wrap 7 action. But even those last couple shots, you can really see how much more shape the purple hammer gives versus the double cross, especially off the end of the pattern. It's just a little bit stronger overall. So I'm going to go back to the double cross here. I'm going to move way left though and kind of play more on top of the ditch. That's where this ball is really going to be best, is playing really straight. Yeah, I got confidence out there with that ball. I think if I play that same line with the purple, it'll go through the face. So let's try. Oh, right on cue. It's like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, purple hammer's just so unique. It really wants to dig early, but it still continues. There's nothing like it. This double cross is really close, and I think complements it well. All right, so I got Jung asking me if these two are different enough to warrant having both in my bag. In my opinion, not really. I don't have enough rev rate to see a difference in the ball motions. I think if you're a higher rev player, if you're two-hander, I think you'll see enough of a difference to warrant having both. But for someone like me, I'll stick with my purple and be pretty happy with that. So off of that one, I'm gonna move a couple right. See if I can actually get the 7-pin out this time. Yeah, if I can move a little bit in with that one, I'm pretty content with that. A little more shape. It hits a little bit harder in my opinion. That might be a 2-piece design. Let's go back to the double cross and play the same line and see if we can strike, and we'll send it back to the shop. All right, that's enough out here. Let's wrap it up in the shop. All right, I'm back from the lanes. Let's talk a little bit about what I saw in the double cross here. Compared to the purple hammer, it was definitely a little bit cleaner through the front part of the lane, and I attribute that to the harder cover stock on it. The double cross here, at least to my eye, looked a little bit more like traditional urethane, much closer to what I saw in a black hammer back in the day. With the double cross, I could play a little bit more parallel and keep my angles a little bit more square, and it's just a little bit more controllable for me. Now comparing that to the purple, this is just a very continuous bowling ball. The reaction I get out of a purple hammer is very unique in that it digs into the lane really early, but it continues to hook throughout the whole lane. It never really stops. So throwing both of these balls on both patterns, I can say that the double cross was a better option playing very straight and on the fresher condition. It really just allowed me to control the back end motion a little bit more, where the purple hammer wanted to kind of hit the corner a little bit too hard. And sometimes I'd check up and go a little bit high. So I think if I'm bowling on a shorter pattern, I'm going to bring both of these. I think there's enough of a difference where I can have two unique options. But on a medium pattern like I bowled on in 39 feet with middle road, I don't think it's necessary to have both of these. I'll probably just bring the purple because it's a shape that I'm familiar with and I really trust. It gives me a little bit more finish down the lane. Now who am I going to recommend the double cross for? Bowlers that are more rev dominant, two-handers especially, and lefties who really like to throw urethane like myself. And the reason being, I just don't think enough bowlers are going to see the difference in ball reaction having both of these in their bag. Now between the two, I think there are ideal pattern lengths for each of them. I think the double cross is a little bit better suited for the really short patterns, 32 to 35, just because the shape it provides is a little bit flatter and more controllable. Whereas I think the purple hammer here is better suited for short to medium patterns, 36 to about 40 feet. And I think the reason for that is it just hooks that little bit more and finishes a little bit harder. So final thoughts, I think Radical did a really good job of creating a very unique urethane ball motion That being said, I do think it's a very specific arsenal piece. It's not going to be for everybody. I think it provides a very good complement to my purple hammer, but it's going to be specific for really short oil patterns. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to answer my question below. Do you think you're at a disadvantage if you go into a tournament without a urethane ball? And for those of you who have urethane, did it take you a while to adjust and figure out how to use it effectively? Let me know down below in the comments. And finally, if you're looking for exclusive perks and special offers, make sure you join our channel below and become a member of our JR Pro Shop community. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for our next video.